These are the winners of the 2012 HaikuNow International Haiku Contest. And we offer this contest in 3 categories. We offer that in traditional, in contemporary, and in innovative. The traditional category is 575 or thereabouts, and containing a kigo. That is a season word. So you'll find that these are the most traditional of the sorts that you will hear, and maybe some of you write in a traditional fashion, and you'll find some likenesses here. The judge for the traditional contest is Jane Hirschfield. Jane is a very well-known poet who's had for the last year the #1 selling ebook on Amazon, which was a study of the work of Basho. So she's well versed in traditional haiku. We have a winner, and then we have runners-up, and we have 2 runners-up. So co-runners-up are from Bill Cullen Jr. from New York, Veterans Graveyard, The Tracers of Fireflies, Crisscross the Silence. Co-equal with that, runner-up, by Alice Frampton from Washington State, September Morning, Sunlight in the Impressions of 3,000 Names. And our top prize winner in the traditional category, Michael Henry Lee from Florida, Leonid Showers. The sky continues falling, 1 star at a time. In the contemporary category, that would be the most common practice today, where you would find many attributes of traditional, but maybe not 575, maybe a kigo, maybe not, maybe a kireji, a cut, maybe not. There's some flexibility in the way contemporary haiku is written. Again, 2 runners-up. By Glenn Coates of Virginia, August Night. Kisses she learned from a book. And co-equal with that, again from Michael Henry Lee from Florida, Nightfall. In my dreams, there's still time. And first prize from Carol Holman from Oregon. Hospice ward. The click of the door behind me. And in the innovative category, which is anything goes, and often does, same thing. 2 runners-up, 1 first prize. I can't read you the first runner-up because it's a graphic. But the way that the poem worked was that any place where you entered the poem, you would read, no matter where you came in, you would read and get the same content. And it had to do with ancestors and descendants speaking to each other. It's shaped as a lozenge and has some interstices, so the poem keeps speaking to each other just as ancestors and descendants continue to speak to each other. Very nicely crafted poem. I'm sorry, that was from Jana Zufic from Croatia, in English. Co-equal with that, Darrell Lindsay from Texas. Also an interesting formal poem. This poem has 4 parts, and the parts work as you read them, but they also work as you crisscross them and in any order that you read them. So formally, it's a very unusual kind of poem. Shoestring burs. In the meadow, a fetal moon on the way home. Or, shoestring burs on the way home. In the meadow, a fetal moon. Or. So, again, nicely formally crafted. Top prize, Peter Newton from Massachusetts. This is what the well-known haiku poet Nicholas Virgilio called a weird. In other words, weird for him. Unusual in his usual 3-line, more or less 5-7-5 or approaching. So weird. And a weird for him could be anything that broke that norm, but most often was a poem where the words were run together. His most famous weird was, he read it as fossilids, which was a combination of the word fossil, silence, and they overlapped. So that would be a weird, fossilids. What's weird about this poem is not that they overlap, but rather that the words are placed together without spaces, so that there is no gap. So the poem reads, days growing imperceptibly longer.